obviously the call came in, and again, go through all the audio of it. When the call came in, police were dispatched. The call came in as a B&E with my baby, and basically my baby was injured, is bruised and bleeding. And then, so the dispatcher kind of went on a process of determining the B&E situation. It was then another dispatcher handled the dispatch of PD to get the items related to who's getting the route and who's there. So this particular issue, which I haven't figured out, Healthlink was contacted via Healthlink was contacted via phone and not through the PSAT process. That was based on what station they were using or who was on the line, because the caller was still on the line with the one PSO when they originally called it. So as police, police were getting there en route, you can, again, hear some confusion about, the severity. They talked about the baby was still breathing slightly at the point in time that they arrived. As the officer came in, the fire department showed up in a response vehicle, and I think they were using, so I think they were using the Jeep, lighted Jeep, the response vehicle, and Battalion 1 showed up as well. And the determination was made not to wait, take the baby, transport to police, and that's what they started to do. The police did call back and ask where Healthlink was. They needed to hurry. That was, and then fire showed up and said, "Let's not wait, let's go." And then PD or dispatch communicated back to dispatch to say to Healthlink that PD decided to transport. Can you block the road and block the intersections for us? And they said they were unit by North Line and Telegraph, and they would block that intersection, which they did. So again, Healthlink, per their records, were around the corner on the road. Police never noticed them, whether they were or they weren't, so they didn't see them. Again, when you look at all the situations and the timing, I don't think can you take the situation and learn from it? Absolutely. Was there anything done wrong by any of the parties? No. There's no procedural process. There's nothing in the process that was incorrectly done. I think again, both responding firefighters and police officers acted expeditiously under the circumstances and got there. Could they have connected with Healthlink, got the baby onto the unit, got baby stabilized and breathing? If there was trouble breathing or there wasn't an open airway, they would have transported probably directly versus taking to Heritage, doing that process, and then having Healthlink transport from Heritage to Children's. So, and communicated with Diane from Healthlink, which is basically what she rated. We would have called. They wouldn't have transported to Heritage at all. They would have transported to Dearborn, Maine would have been the closest appropriate hospital. But in communication with Maine, they probably would have said go to Children's, go directly to Children's. So that was again all procedural, and the fact that they were in a police vehicle and not in an ALS unit, so they didn't have the opportunity to stabilize. They did the appropriate thing, not have an ALS unit, which was go to the hospital and get the baby stabilized. Baby was, by the time they received there, the baby was transported within about 10 minutes, I believe, to Children's via Healthlink PD.
So, do we know how long it was since like the B&E to somebody called and asked for any help?
Yeah, nobody has nobody could really pinpoint that time down. Even the mother in the call, she left for work at 8:45. She arrived back home via the whole process at 8:30 when she made the call, and that was the first call that went to 911. So you have 45 minutes there, a window of 45 minutes, based on some of the stuff I've got from the police interviews. It could be as a half hour. I mean, half hour is probably the minimal amount of time that lapsed between the 911 call and the incident, based on the timing of the searching for the 15-year-old. So if you really don't know, 45 minutes to a half hour before the 911 call was placed.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.